Today is such a special day and one that I have been waiting for. I'm on my way to Paris, the fashion capital of the world, to see something truly iconic, the House of Worth exhibition. Charles Frederick Worth was the original couturier, basically the man who invented haute couture as we know it, and I cannot wait to step into his world. Now I've got to get on the metro and get to the Petit Palais in time for my ticket. Okay, I am on my way to a different metro transferring, and there's someone playing the trumpet. He's amazing. I've just given him some coins. Have a little listen. Lots of croissants. I'm going to get one soon, but if you see sortie exit, and I'm going to zoom in, you can see where I'm heading to. I have just exited the metro and walking towards the exhibition. Now I'm here a little bit early, so I'm going to try to find a place that should be easy to have a cafe, and croissant, of course. But I can already see banners about Worth coming up. I mean, I'm literally shaking in my boots because I'm so excited to be here. Oh, I've caught it right before it closes, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. This is where I'm heading, Petit Palais. You can see I'm gonna zoom in here. Worth, oh my gosh, inventor of haute couture. This has been something I've been dreaming about for the past several months. I can't believe I'm here. I found my spot for a cafe and a croissant. I just have to be careful to try to speak French rather than Italian. Oh dear. Does it get any better than this? Well, it will be better as soon as I get into the exhibition, but this is pretty good. I'm sitting at the most wonderful cafe overlooking the Champs-Élysées, and the Petit Palais is just to my left. So I'm just waiting for my time, my scheduled time, my ticketed time. And I knew I was going to get here a little bit early so I could enjoy a croissant and a cafe, which is exactly what I have in front of me. The view is spectacular. I am in heaven. It's a beautiful, autumnal, crisp, just a fantastic day. Like leaves are crunching as I'm walking through the streets. You know, there's hats and scarves on, but it's not cold. It's not like super cold, but you know, cold enough to put a hat, scarf, and just to bundle up a little bit. This is my heaven. This video is sponsored by Babbel. Fare una passeggiata. Bonjour. Ciao. Hello. Okay, listen. Obviously I was in France and I forgot what language they spoke there. Just kidding. It's because of Babbel, one of the top language learning apps in the entire world, that my Italian started coming through. I'm now at a B2 intermediate level, all because of Babbel. And I've got my cozy cup of tea. Even when I went in Paris, it was that autumnal feel. And now is the time, it's like back to school time, to pick up a new project. So whether you are going back to school or you just want something new to do, I highly recommend learning a new language with Babbel. It's one of the best things I have ever done. And Babbel is designed by real-life language teachers. There are incredible lessons. I do a lesson every single day. It takes 10 minutes. It's awesome. Then there are podcasts, there are games. My Italian has gone from like 0, which is like pretty much ciao, up to this intermediate level that I'm now able to head to my little Italian house and speak the language to the builders. I can order in restaurants, at the cafes. I can ask for directions. I can have like real life conversations.
Io penso che forse un piccolo I miei capelli perché io voglio avere lungo.
Get back to school, get learning, get a new project on because it's so much fun. With the link in the description, you can get up to 55% off of your Babbel subscription today. It is, again, one of the best things I've ever done. Click it, you guys. You will not be disappointed. And again, they offer so many different languages, not just Italian, not just French, a whole host of languages. Ci vediamo a presto.
Walking towards it now. About to arrive for my allocated slot. I can't believe I'm here. I keep sending my husband and kids text messages being like, I'm so excited. They're probably like, okay, Mom. I'm in the Petit Palais. Fantastic. I don't know if I'll have time to actually see so much of the other amazing exhibitions here and what's on display, but I've come here for one purpose. We know, House of Worth. I've just arrived, well, about 15 minutes ago. I'm still in the first room because I'm obsessed with these pictures of him, the black and whites, and the big portrait, and his family tree. I'm trying to take it all in, film as much as I can, take photos. I'm only in room 1, and it's spectacular. So these are color photographs. And this was for the Grand Tuileries Ball on the 9th of February, 1863. Empress Eugenie appeared dressed as a dogaressa by Worth. And so they're saying she was literally like dripping in diamonds and glittered like a sun goddess. That's not my quote. That is who the American Lily Moulton wrote. And then she had a skirt of black velvet over a robe of scarlet satin. Wow. It says here that the Second Empire was a time of great costume balls held at court. And so they instigated a flood of orders for Worth, who could make the most of his boundless imagination. I'm just reading that from there. But look at the elaborate dresses here, absolutely extraordinary. You guys know how obsessed I am with archives. This is why archives are important. So interestingly enough, the archives of the House of Worth have, for the most part, unfortunately been lost, but this is one of the albums, there are 3 from the Second Empire that have luckily survived, and they give you an idea of, like, this is a copy, but give you an idea of the richness of these portfolios. I've just started to look at the dresses. Now this is really interesting. because the piece I'm about to show you comes from Barnard Castle, the Beaux Museum in Durham. So remember, I filmed with Lord and Lady Barnard at Raby Castle. This isn't theirs, but there is a castle near them, named after their family, Barnard Castle. And this is very, very chic. Absolutely outstanding robe. So I can read my French a little bit. A transformation robe with a night corsage. Wow. Stunning. Just to give you more of an idea on the collaboration between Worth and Beauvais. So Charles Worth he kind of outpaced his associates when he was in Paris, and then he set up a partnership with the Swede Otto Gustaf Beauvais, and they then set up their shop at number 7 Rue de la Paix. And then, of course, with that, they got increasingly these amazing clients, including, of course, Empress Eugenie. So hopefully that will give you a bit of history on the partnership of the dresses that we see here. So in 1870, his partnership with Otto Gustaf Beauvais ended, and he set up his own House of Worth. And France's prosperity was soaring, especially, and they celebrated that with the World's Fair in 1878. And so Worth set up his own house, and he had orders pouring in from all over the world. So he kept his clientele, but also he then was becoming increasingly more and more well-known, with these orders being poured in from aristocrats, from writers, from artists, and even I know that Alberta visited his house here in Paris because she spent 3 seasons here in Paris. Pretty amazing connection. Also, I want to mention his handwritten signature started to appear in the dresses around the 1880s. And we know that we have one at Mapperton. We can't locate it yet. I know that probably will shock people, but it's somewhere. We have it documented. We just need to find it. But it says on the valuation that it is there's the handwritten Worth signature. So I really need to find this. Anyway, let's go have a look at these Worth dresses. This is very interesting because these are drawings of, you can see, of Worth, of his dresses that he was designing. Incredible. Gosh, just sensational. This one is my favorite. I'd wear this right now. I love seeing these receipts here. Look at that's in francs. Wow. And that is 72. That is expensive. Here's another one. 1873. We're just about to go look at these, but just a quick one for me. In the final decade of the 19th century, when Jean-Philippe Worth succeeded his father after his death in 1895, the house continued to offer its clientele these evening gowns that are still associated with his name, but trains were lengthened, dresses and sumptuous silks were still richly embellished, and so his son still shared that sort of theatrical embellishment and design that his father had. shock you with this one. In 1894, the magazine Le Grande Dame observed that life in society required 4 changes of outfit a day. Can you even imagine that? A tailored suit for the morning, a woolen one for the afternoon, an at-home gown for 5 o'clock, and an evening dress with a low neckline and in a luxurious fabric for dinner. You have got to be kidding me. Wow. This was worn by a Viscountess Isher, and it says, even though Queen Victoria wasn't overly fond of French fashion, British aristocracy, including Alberta, appreciated Worth's ball gowns. And I'm going to add in there, not only appreciated Worth's ball gowns, but also court reception dresses. This just gives you an idea of how crowded this exhibition space is. So I'm hoping you guys can see and hear me okay. I have not put my mics on because I tried to get them out and the guy kind of looked at me like, what is that case? So I was like, okay, I'm putting them away. He didn't say anything. I probably could have put them on, but I'm close enough to the mic that I think you guys can hear me. This is amazing. This is the album that preserves the memory of the lavish costumes that were worn at the famous Devonshire Ball. Charles Worth accepted several commissions. So in particular, the Duke of Marlborough wanted to appear as ambassador to France at the court of Catherine of Russia. He then approached Jean-Philippe, and the house rarely made men's costumes, and then invoiced the invoice for the Duke of Marlborough's costume amounted to a substantial 5,000 francs. This is a dress that was worn to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria's 60-year reign on July 2nd, 1897. The memorable Devonshire Ball, as we know, attended by 700 guests and was the talk of the town. And the hostess was dressed by Worth as Zenobia, Queen of Palais. And also the dress code required that the costumes be historical and predate 1815. So many were inspired by period portraits. This is the dress I've come to see. Well, obviously all the other ones as well in the history, but this is it. This is the dress that the Duchess of Devonshire, that would be Consuela Vanderbilt, wore on July 2nd, 1897 to the now very famous Devonshire Ball to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria's 60-year reign. She was dressed by Worth as Zenobia, Queen of Palmyra, and the dress code was the costumes had to be historical or predate 1815. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh. This dress was worn by an American heiress, Mary Leiter, who married George Curzon, later became the Viceroy of India, and then she became the Viceroy of India. And this dress was a two-step process. So it was made by Worth in Paris, but then all of the embroidery of metallic threads and crystals that you see here was actually applied in India. Isn't that absolutely extraordinary? go away with souvenir. A wonderful coffee table book. I cannot wait to open this up. So that was amazing. It's been the best trip I've ever taken to Paris, just because of that exhibition behind me. I thought I was gonna spend like an hour and a half there, max 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. I've loved every single second. I've learned so much. I've got my souvenir, which is the coffee table book, and I now need to actually run back to the train. I thought I was gonna have a lovely lunch. It's raining, so it's fine. I have a hat, fine. But I'm gonna grab a sandwich, get back on the metro, get my Eurostar back to London. But if you guys are as interested in this era, the Gilded Age, as much as I am, do check out my Substack called Gilded Heiresses. I'm writing on there every single week. It's amazing, and you guys can support my work and my research over there through paid subscriptions, or you can just subscribe for free. But do check out also the 400. Yes, that's based on Ward McAllister's the 400, the exact number that could fit into Mrs. Caroline Astor's grand ballroom. And with the 400, if you're a part of that group, you get salon style talks with me, a personal message from me. You also get invited to the American Heiress Supper Club, which is based on Alberta's recipe book, which has over 100 incredible recipes. It's an online supper club. It's super fun. I bring in Chef Joe. It's brilliant. So do check it out, and hope to see you guys back here for another vlog, another Historic House episode, and over on Substack for all of my musings and writings on the Gilded Age. Bye. Luckily, before my train, I literally need to run. I found a crepe place, so I'm getting the egg crepe with 3 cheeses. Delicious. Egg and 3 cheese crepe. Delicious.